Hello, YouTube. Thank you so much for always subscribing. For those who follow me for a long time, okay, thank you so much for subscribing. For the newcomers, welcome, welcome. This is Janet Rangi. If you're watching this video for the first time, remember I have so many videos for you to watch over the years. I've done this, and my goal is to help you come to the United States, and my goal is to help you understand how people go to Canada. Okay, mainly now I'm doing a lot of United States just because the embassy is doing a good job. Appointments are available. Okay, so please consider subscribing so you don't ever miss Janet Rangi video. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday, but I still have to show up and do my video. So today's title, I'm going to talk about green cards. And I know many of you went to church, will not watch this video, but hey, it's going to be here for a whole week, for a whole month, for many years to come. But if you are watching me, you're very welcome. Important topic. You have applied for the green card. Next year, May, you are going to check the results. And yes, the processing is going to start next year, October 1. So I got inspired by these questions because today I went live in other places and people asked me this question: when will they process my green card if I win? So 2024, you will check the results in May 2023, and they'll start processing October 2023. You will be in the United States as early as November 2023. Okay, so most of you will come in 2024. That is why green card 2024. Having talked about the timeline, thank you so much for coming. I see your comments. I'll come towards the comments towards the end. I want to focus on why people get denied green cards because, again, I got inspired by someone who had made a comment to one of my followers, said he put in a marriage certificate after he had won. And they said the embassy used that as a way of denying. Okay. And so the question becomes, if you've been living together and you cannot, you do not have a marriage certificate, what are you going to do? Okay. I've seen people who have provided marriage certificates after, and the embassy understood because they had children, they had a lot of, they lived under the same roof. So I felt like I have to do this for you. So one of the reasons, let's start with the first one, why they will deny a visa. Remember, if you didn't know, they issue more green cards. Okay, the law allows for 55,000. They can issue as double as that. They want to utilize all the green cards according to the law, because before, people never used to use all the green cards. Maybe, as we'll see in this video, they did not meet their requirements. So how can we remedy this situation? Make sure, okay, as soon as you win, you don't want to hurry up too much and do the wrong things. You want to still do the right things, okay, but respond to your emails. Check your emails regularly. If they bypass your number, okay, sometimes it's first come, first serve. I mean, October is here. They will take whoever is ready once the visa bulletin comes available. So maybe your DV lottery number is available, but you have not even started to fill the DS 260. Some of you didn't even check if you won or not. So that is one reason. Just remember, I've had people, unfortunately, who came to me and say, Janet, I won, but they told me that they had already filled the spots. Did you know that? Okay, so what do? You need to act very fast. When you do the DS 160, 260, sorry, I always confuse because mostly it's 160. DS 260, do it very quick, effectively, accurately, okay? So we don't want you to be cut out just because they've already issued enough green cards, okay? All right. That one, keep in mind, they issue more green cards than the law allows so that they can use every green card. Number two is lack of documentation. This example where someone said that they live together, they had children together. When they won, they got married and got a marriage certificate. And the embassy said, but the marriage certificate is after you won. I don't know these people, okay? I can say that I've seen people who have married after they won and they still came. So what does it mean? Maybe they did not provide good answers. I don't know. But listen to me, this is what you do. Every situation, when in doubt, name change, you are doubting. Spelling problems, you are doubting. make sure you see a lawyer. Make sure a lawyer signs an affidavit to prove that your name was changed, to prove that your marriage was legitimate. The chiefs have come, they've testified. Okay, it was home, it was done at home. But and you let the lawyer write. The reason why we've put in our marriage after winning the green card is to have the paperwork necessary to travel the United States. We did not even think the embassy will give us this visa without this marriage certificate, but truly we are husband and wife. Make sure you look for a lawyer. Anything you're in doubt and you're dealing with the embassy. Remember, I told you one story where there was a girl that was told by the embassy, go and get an affidavit from the lawyer. So they respect those affidavits from the lawyer. At least they have good documentation. If they're asking questions, you're panicking. You are beating around the bush. It looks like you're lying. You understand? So I cannot go into what happened individually. Me, I go by what has happened to people before. I have followers who got marriage certificates, and yes, they came to America. Again, if you've been living together, there'll be enough evidence. If the embassy says, okay, you married afterwards, did you carry a house lease? You need to have a lease in both of your names. Maybe a house was bought in both of your names. Maybe what do we call? A title deed is in both of your names. Okay? Just because you have children does not mean that you've been living together sometimes. If you just, you are living separately, how many people here can make a girl pregnant and not claim marriage? Many, right? So when embassy denies these things, it's because they see a reason to deny. It's your responsibility to make sure they understand the situation. I cannot comment on this. Okay? Sometimes maybe people are in a relationship, they got children, but they moved on. Okay, now that one of them has one, they decide to call each other and help each other. Okay, again, we don't know. But just make sure you are convincing enough. Okay, so some people will use that as an excuse. This is what the embassy said, because you married after the green card. These people have not told you their living situation. Okay, they have not told you how long they were together. They have not told you what kind of evidence, apart from that marriage certificate, they gave the embassy. But the biggest of all is to have an affidavit from a lawyer to speak on your behalf. Okay? Go to the courthouse, let them write a letter. Someone in authority has to be able to verify that information. So that reason, marriage, okay, that is not clear. Some of you ask me this question, I fear marrying my boyfriend, I fear marrying my girlfriend. True. Okay, if you have a relationship, make sure you are able to prove. Do you have WhatsApp messages showing you are living together? I mean, yeah, you are communicating. Okay, you are withdrawing money together. Single people who are dating, it's very hard to prove, especially if you guys don't even take pictures together. How is the embassy supposed to do that, to know that this was genuine? How are they supposed to know that you went to the same college? Okay, so taking pictures, having introductions in the family, having a priest praying over that. Okay, having letters written before you go to the embassy from a church pastor. Okay, from a priest, from a lawyer. Very, very important. So what am I saying? Documentation. You say this, I'm a teacher, produce a TSC certificate. Okay, I'm a registered nurse, where is your license? Okay, so always your birth certificate, again, poor documentation. The certificate of marriage has this name. The documents for school have this name. Oh, it was just a middle name that I used to use and it's not. No. Compare all the documents. If there's any discrepancy you want to share with a lawyer, let them fix it. Let them write something to attach it so that it can always go to the embassy. And these things, by the way, they will show up when you come to America and you apply for benefits. They will still go to your embassy. That is what they mean. You did fingerprints. They will just find everything that you said and the documents you said. So they will be able to see, this one's got after marriage. But why did these people approve? Then they will see a letter from the lawyer. It's about documentation, my friends. With these people, understand documentation, documentation. Otherwise, there is no need to bring up or open a can of worms. Okay, if you open a can of worms, then you better be ready to protect everything, all the statements you said. Okay, I work at this place. Do we have a letter showing that you are employed there? They've given me a letter of leave. You need to show a letter saying that. So documentation is very important. Number 3, honestly, is falsifying information, not being honest. Okay, like in this case, if someone had faked anything, they'll be able to tell. They have references that they can call before you go there. Anytime you give your references to the embassy, make sure you trust the people that you're giving as references. Okay, sometimes people just look for names as if you're applying for a game, soccer game for kids. These are serious issues. Even at university admissions, I always say find someone you trust. They know you and they'll be able to say something good about you. Okay, even at work, can you imagine you get someone, okay, you've never talked to, when they'll be asked, what do you know they will say? By the way, if someone asks me, I say, oh, that person is very good, she's very professional, she's very smart, but she comes late. To them, maybe people who are late, they can notice a no. They will deny. Same thing when you release your names to them. Make sure, first of all, you talk to those people that you've done so, to expect those phone calls. And if they expect phone calls, you want to make sure it's people you can trust and they will say good things on your behalf. Because sometimes you think they just denied you, but maybe they did an investigation and they determined something that you didn't know. Okay? So that is a common reason. Again, your passport, the names have to match. Okay, that one I know most of you, that cannot be, misleading at all. Okay? Yeah. So people ask me, Janet, if I win and I'm not here, let's say I want to do a visiting visa, I want to do a student visa, will they deny me? No. By the way, I have a client, not a client, a follower, who won the green card, but she had already applied for a student visa. And she was asking me, Janet, but the green card is next year. Okay, you see, like these people who are 2023 winners, most of them will be processed in 2023. Okay, so she was not even sure. And she came to me and she said, Janet, what do I do? I want the green card. So do I go for this student visa in the embassy or should not? And I said, you know what? For me, this is what I advise. I mean, I'm not a lawyer. Okay, but you can choose to follow my advice because you're in a dilemma, whichever way you have to make that decision. I told her just to go because you already applied. Guess what? So, and that is a very good question, by the way. I don't know. I've never shared this story. This is a real person. Okay, I've never met her face, but this was on conversation. And I told her just go to the embassy because you had already, made this application for student visa. Guys, she got that visa. How many of you asked me that, will they deny me because I applied for a green card? This one applied and actually won. And she went to the embassy. So, which means they look at the total picture. Okay. Why do they deny? They are looking at you. Can they trust you? Okay. They will look at your background check. Okay. Background check, previous admissions in the embassy. What did you say last time that is contradicting what you're saying now? Okay. If there's any contradiction, they will feel like you lied to them. So that is very, very serious. Okay. But let's say you've never been there. They will look at your police report. Drugs are no. Okay. You cannot have any drugs in your system. Other communicable diseases, it will depend how they look at them. Okay. But if they are in doubt that x-ray is not too good, they might decide to deny. Okay. If it's something that has been ongoing long, but for the most part, sometimes they will admit you, but report in the what we call public health department, so you can go and your medicine. If there is a 6-week course, for example, for TB, They need to know so they can isolate you and have those medicines, or at least start you treatment when you're still at home so that they can have documentation that you went through that treatment. Okay? Yeah. So criminal background check. What did the police say about you? Okay? If you were seen somewhere and you are reported in that place, the record is there. And then they write something bad about you. Okay? But generally speaking, by the way, I should have started with this statement. Generally speaking, the law has given you a green card. They have no interest of denying you that green card. That is the mindset. You have to mess up. You have to mess up, not anyone else. You are the one who will mess up. Because the law, this is not a temporary visa where it's at the discretion of whoever is giving. Green cards are produced here. Okay? What they do there is just to verify information and reassure this country that this person has a good background, okay? Not dangerous, hardworking, good, with a family, not falsifying any information, not misleading in any way, okay? Completed this kind of education, has this number of children, okay? That is why you are going to the embassy. It's not for them to deny. Actually, it's for them to give. Did you know that? A green card is for them to give. A temporary visa is for you to prove why they should give to you. What do you tell them that you go back home? Okay, so it's very, very important to make sure that your character is in check. Okay, your character has to be in check because the police report will reveal these things. Medical reports will reveal some things. You understand? Not doing the DS 260 on time, not having the correct documents, mismatching information, not showing up with a lawyer statement. You're in doubt, okay? Another big one, why they deny people is children, okay? Sometimes spouses are together. If they work together and maybe they divorced, that is fine. Maybe both of them have now decided to come, okay? If they've decided to come, that is good because all the children will come. It will be uncontested. But let's say they've divorced and they did not do the right paperwork. Okay, understand there are two scenarios here. These people are no longer living together. Or they never even got married in the first place, but they have children together. So what is the relationship between these two parents? Is one willing to let the children go with the mother? Because guess what? The mother maybe got married and she's going with a new husband. And the old husband might not like that. The old boyfriend might not like that. And he might try and say, no, 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 I'm not letting my kids go to America. And there's nothing you can do about that. So how do you remedy that? You have to use the court system because the parent has to be able to give permission. Okay. Now, if you're one of those parents that had disappeared and then now you're just showing up and they have evidence, hey, you know, it is what it is. I've seen people who have come here with children without their husbands. I've seen that. So make sure this issue of children has been sorted out on time. Who is the chief custodian? Okay. And mostly if they gave the mother, that is okay. That means she can always tell the embassy, here's the paperwork, I'm the chief custodian. Since I'm the one responsible to take children to school every day, I want my children to be close to me in America so I can help them. Okay. Now, I don't have the correct answers. Always consult a lawyer, of course. But this is what I'm saying. Children are usually a problem. And especially in marriages that were toxic, in relationships that were toxic, relationships that have payback. Children can be caught in between. And you see some children are just left there because the father could not allow, because the mother could not allow. Okay. Yeah. So, and the embassy doesn't know what to do. So you have to produce the paperwork. You have to show from the courthouse that these papers have been given because so and so is the chief custodian of these children and she's allowed to take them outside the country. Okay. I've had scenarios where, by the way, when it comes to children, and I'm not going to mention names, but let me just say this video because I know someone asked me a consultation and she never came back. It was too long. But she wrote something and I don't know. I can fill in the blanks, but it's good for me to share so it doesn't happen to some of you. Okay, so you probably, even you're coming here in America, you've been given a green card and the children have come. And then you reach here, and then maybe the relationship is not working between the two of you. As always, some people use children. Okay, now you decide, hey, I'm just going to take these children and disappear with them and go back home. Okay, so if you do that without permission, without the proper channels, and one of the spouses reports, or the parents, they will look like you are kidnapping children, and you might be bad to ever come here again. Okay, so you cannot have such histories. Okay, so everything has to be correct. Of course, the common ones are the requirements. You applied and they told you very clearly you have to have high school education. You don't have. You have to have maybe 2 or 3 years experience in something you don't have. So that is the day they will verify these things. They will need that high school certificate. They will need that result slip that you actually completed high school. And if you don't show that and you are the principal, it doesn't matter even if you are married to a lecturer or a professor. They're not looking at the professor. They're looking at the principal applicant who made the application. If the PhD is the one who won, good. The one who doesn't have high school, they can just ride, come in with that the professor. There is no problem. Okay. But remember, the principal applicant has to demonstrate that he or she met the requirements that were given during that season. That during the application season, you have to be the principal applicant. You have to make sure you have that high school certificate. You have those 2 or 3 years of working experience. Okay. Yeah. Have I left? I see many comments. Okay. Have I left anyone out? Or have I left any? Leave in the comment section if I haven't covered anything. Happy Sunday. Abigail, Hadija, Judith, Kanini, okay, Jerry, Alo, Edith, Stephenson. I love all of you, okay? Marika, thank you so much. Dennis, thank you, Emma. Okay. Paminas, what are you saying? Hello, I'm a high school graduate. I need to pursue nursing. I love the word graduate. These days, you know that high school graduation, graduate. Yes, I need to pursue nursing. Kindly advise how long it will take to change a visiting visa to F1 while I'm hosted by a friend in Dallas. It depends, sometimes 6 to 8 months, okay? But the whole procedure is long. It's very long. And by the way, your intent has to be to visit. Okay, so make sure if you need that, you come and do a consultation. Okay, but generally speaking, you have to get admission. You have to get a school that will be willing to change it for you. Okay, and every filing office is different, and I cannot approximate. Okay, it could be 6 months, it could be 1 year. Okay, Stevenson's. Guys, like the video. I know now you are thank you, Stevenson. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, thank you for sharing. Aisha, hello. Okay, Fred, thank you so much. Okay, Duncan, we love you. Okay, Aisha again. My brother is going for vacation. Can you help? Yes, of course. Okay, I will link my website down here. I can link the consultation also in the comment section or somewhere down where there are links, and then you can go and then we'll be in touch. Okay. Fan Studio, good morning. We appreciate wherever you're doing, particularly to our Kenyan citizens. We are welcome, and all the citizens around the Sunshine Continent. I see all of you. I know Kampala, Ghana is here, Nigeria, Botswana, Zimbabwe, South Africa. They are all here, Tanzania. Okay. Thank you so much. Fan Studio. Roy, thank you. Eliud, like the video, guys. I love you. I love you. Very good support from my people. I love you. I love you. And that reminds me, I saw a video of a young girl. She's from Cameroon. And she was saying how, she was shocked. She was enjoying Kenya. And she said when people see her vlogging on the street, they say, what is your Instagram handle? What is your YouTube? And so she was surprised by the support she gets from people in Kenya. She's like, where I come from in Cameroon, no one wants to support. You can even send the link. You can do what and no one likes. Okay, so anyway, That's besides the point. You are just proving me right that you're working so hard to support Janet Rangi. Thank you so much. Okay. Yeah. Mexi, good morning, Janet. Suppose I don't want to get COVID vaccine. Can they deny me a visa? I don't know that now it's mandatory. In the United States, please read the law. Okay. Here, I don't think it is. Yusuf, nice work. Thank you. Wash. Hi, Janet. I've only the final certificate from high school. Can I still get approved at the embassy on a visit visa? Yeah, visiting visa. I don't think they say any education. Okay. Hey, Nileka. Okay, of city of birth, Nairobi per passport. Make sure you change. The passport reads Kakamega, so just change it. Again, that is the mistake I always see. These are the things, but that is a clerical mistake. But when you win, they will give you a chance to go and fix it in the DS-260, okay? Again, that is a common case, and you are not alone. People get confused of the city of birth. I don't know why, but I think I've explained and you know why. Okay? If you traveled in any city around the world, I want you to think like that. If you took a plane today and you went to any city in the world, okay? They'll be like, you're not the one. Yeah, because why is it reading Nairobi and your passport is Kakamega? You understand? So think like that. When you think like that, you'll stop confusing yourself. Again, what are the receipts? If you pay, let's say I have a speaker here. If I pay this, maybe $90, I will have a receipt for $90. I will not have a receipt of $45. And so anytime I return or I want to show people how much I bought, I won't show 45 because that's what I think. The receipt says $90. Please, please go with the documentation. What can you show to prove? Okay, let me ask you. Okay, who was that? I love you, I love you, I love you. Okay. So let me ask you, where did you get the word Nairobi from? Okay, and you can now answer that. And you're not the only one. There's a lot of confusion about those things because I think is how maybe the passport people have not explained what they expect. Maybe it's the hospital you are born in and where you live currently live. Okay, and where you're originally from. So all that confusion, me, I just leave it alone. Okay, but mostly people will be confusing a province and a county. Okay, like Western Kenya, Kakamega, that is close. You don't know what to say. Okay, but Nairobi is totally away from Kakamega. So that is interesting. Okay, but I hope some of you have learned something by listening to this. Susan, thank you. Hasifa, how are you? PG, thank you. Stephenson, thank you so much. Hello, Nyabiza, sorry for pronouncing from Rwanda. I need advice for the marriage couple interview without yet having children. Okay, every scenario is different. If I were you, go down here, book a consultation when you win, okay? Like these people were denied if they had gone with affidavit of support. And like the woman who left the husband behind, and the embassy was saying, but you're exactly. So are you serious? Are you sure you're single? So I think maybe they can allow people to come without that marriage certificate. If I were you today, from now on, I'll be calling the embassy. We are married, we live under the same roof. Do you need us to bring a marriage certificate or we don't? Because they have to make up their mind. Okay? Yeah. All right. Hi, Janet. Thanks for your service. Thank you so much. That is Jay and Doreen and Nancy. Thank you for the educative videos. Okay. Okay. What is Doreen? Hi, Janet. Joined late. I'm renewing my visitor visa and have been called for an interview. What should I say if I'm asked why I'm not visiting with my kids because they will not be in school? Hey, okay. Now these are some of the general questions you guys ask, and I give a general answer, and you think maybe I've answered you without looking at the totality of the picture, the totality of the question. I'm renewing my visitor visa and have been called for interview. Renewing? Why are they calling you for an interview? What should I say if I'm asked why I'm not visiting my kids? Because because they will not be in school. Okay. So I don't know why we will not. I don't know. Is there a right answer to these things? I don't know what answer to give you. Because they will not be in school. Where? You see, even I don't even know, the kids are in America. Are they the kids at home? You see, I don't know. It's very hard for me to answer such questions. But thank you so much, Doreen. Okay. If you are not sure, please find me. Thanks, Janet, for a marvelous job. God bless you abundantly. That is Elliot. Okay. Do I need to wait for the DV lottery results in case I want to apply for a student visa? No, you just go ahead. Again, I don't have the right answers, but I can share with you what happened. I have a client who got a student visa, and that means and the reason she came to me was to ask Janet what will happen if with my green card. And I told her no, they will just process it in America. And by the way, they can process it where you are. I have a client who came on a consultation. She's in Israel. She's originally from Kenya, but right now she's working in Israel. Guess what? Her green card will be processed in Jerusalem. Okay? Yeah. All right. Thanks for that, marvelous. Janet, what happens if I filed the form without my children in as their mother lives far and we are not in good terms? She actually said her kids are not going anywhere. Well, you can tell the embassy that. But the right thing was to reveal that you have children. So make sure you fix it and go alone. And have a letter by a lawyer. Say you've tried to contact the mother so that they can come. You can come with the children, but they said no. You see, that is a clean picture. Instead of going and then you don't know what they will think. Me, I'd rather be prepared. That is what I call preparation. Okay? Make sure you fix it because you cannot exclude children. What if one day they want to come and their father is a United States citizen? Okay, you said you don't have children, so how are they going to benefit? Trust me, many of you winning this green card in 5 years, you'll be citizens. Or 6 years, you'll be citizens. So if you say you don't have children and all of a sudden now you start missing your children, now they're 18, they can make their own decisions regardless of the mother. But because you denied that you have any children, you can never claim anything for them. And now that is a lifetime opportunity. So we have to look long term. We cannot be short sighted. Okay. And and the DV lottery, sometimes people think it's a chance. Okay, but good luck, good luck. I think you need to fix the children and say you didn't forget. You did not have their birth certificates and maybe the names have changed. So you were not sure the right words to use and the right names. Me, I don't know what you'll say, but just think like that. Okay, otherwise you'll have to stay with that lie, and that is up to you. And never mention it. It's over. You don't have kids, and you'll never say it anywhere. And hopefully they will never find out. But maybe your ex is also listening. They can go behind your back. Do you know people going behind your back and they will report things? Okay. Yeah. So hi Janet, my place of birth in the passport is the place where I grew up, not what is in the birth certificate. Should I get a new one? No, don't get new things. Is it easy to get a new birth certificate? My place of birth in the passport. I can see why maybe passport reads something else. The issue is your country. They need to make up their mind how they need to be cleaning these passports. Surely, again, I met so many people that had mistakes on the passport. That means someone is not paying attention. So you have to have a rule that guides on how they should be writing these passports. Okay, my place of birth in the passport is the place where I grew up, not what's on the birth certificate. It's you who filled in that form wrongly. Okay, because place of birth, so long as it's the same. Okay, because place of birth can be Kakamega and you are born in Mukumu Hospital. Okay, so I have the affidavit or something. Or I don't know. Me, I just like my documents to match. Or at least one name has to appear. You know how people used to write Western Kenya, Kakamega. I'm using an example because someone used that example here today. If you can change and you have time, why not? Okay, it's better than staying in doubt, but to have a new passport that matches your birth certificate. I think that's what I will do. Okay, because now every time they ask you in every application, they always ask place of birth, DS 260, DS 160, place of birth. Okay, so you can't keep on be confused. You'd rather make everything clean. Okay, so Janet, Amanas and Avant is coming to Nairobi for interviews. Can't wait. I hope I will pursue my dreams in USA. You're very welcome. When are they coming? They are very popular. I used to post their videos here, okay, for you to enjoy. Wycliffe, hi Janet, can I have your contact? janetrangi.com. I trust everyone that wants to reach me. They will reach that website. They will see my numbers there. They will see the emails there, okay? Yeah. All right. Judith, should I get a lawyer for that? Janet, thank you for the advice. Love you, Janet. I love you back. There's nothing wrong with getting lawyers. Better safe than sorry. You're leaving a job, you're coming to America, have a job later. Okay, you are in doubt of the names, you're in doubt of our certificates, have an affidavit from a lawyer. Everything cover evidence. You say this evidence. You say you are married, we want a marriage certificate. You say you are born in Nairobi, we want to see a passport saying Nairobi. Okay, yeah, so have, just don't raise questions. What's the earliest for results to come out? May. There's no earliest. May 2023. Okay. They said no county, no state. Okay. Okay. Teresia, how are you? You are still in Nairobi. It's time for us to go back to the embassy. Okay. You need to come back. It's time for us to go back to the embassy or get the EB3. Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And good to see you. Benedict, I don't know if it's Teresia. I'm just saying, maybe someone else. Sorry. Okay. Happy Sunday, Janet. Dennis. Okay. Dennis is advising someone else. You should have filled using your birth town, which is Kakamega. Kakamega is written on your birth certificate. Dennis, thank you. Dennis Kimani, you're helping me answer these questions. When we answer, you can see it's common sense. Hi, Janet. What if I win green card, but I'm there for a visit? Should I come back? No, you'll process from here change of status. Unless you have family, you can go and then you're supposed to go back anyway. That will be a personal decision. Contact immigration. They will advise you accordingly. Ida, good morning, Janet. Watching from Nairobi. Thanks for the continued inspiration experiences. I like the way you always encourage us. We shall keep trying our best too. Thank you, Ida. Chelagat. Very nice. Okay. Melody. Hadambi. Hi, Janet. You are very encouraging. Melody, thank you so much. What if I marry after I have applied for the green card and in good luck I win the green card, yet I applied as a single individual? What happens in this case? And I've done videos. You have to have enough evidence to convince the embassy that that marriage was not done out of, winning. Okay, but evidence, pictures, lawyer reports, everything, you have to back it up. You have to explain why it happened. Okay, yeah, and why you need this certificate anyway. Before you didn't care about it because it's just you, but now you're going to a new country. You believe you need to have the right paperwork. I watch you after you are doing done. Love you, Jay. Thank you. Stephenson, thank you. Okay, Dennis keeps on answering people. I will say Kakamega is not city, so I refer to the nearest. No, wrong. Nearest, that is guesswork. Like you just come up with a city from your head. You can't do that. Janet, the place of birth between my national ID and national ID, we don't care. We care about birth certificate, passport. Can you use marriage affidavit instead of marriage certificate? You can. That's a good question. I'm not a lawyer, but it sounds good. Uganda currently in Saudi Arabia. Tell me if I can use H2 VA. That's a very complex. You cannot switch it. I think you can't. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you in the next video. Okay. Thank you so much. I don't want to reach 40 minutes, but I answered everyone. I love you.